The top right-hand corner of michaelsavage.com. It's the lead story. Everybody has to read it. I won't gut health reform, says Romney. So here you have the Republican nominee for President of the United States riding a wave of massive disenchantment and opposition to Obamacare. A socialist monstrosity that takes over 1/6 of the American economy, will lead to mass rationing, is loaded with taxes and burdens on small businesses, will break this country's back and destroy the finest healthcare sector in the world. And now, Mitt Romney says he won't gut it? The whole basis of his campaign was to repeal Obamacare. And now he's backtracking? Why? Why is Mitt Romney backtracking? Because he sees the post-convention bounce. He sees that Obama now, according to many polls, is now ahead by 4 or 5 percentage points after that freak show that we saw last week. The hope, the change, the crying, the people passing out in the audience, the tears. People there with their faces clenched, looking up at the dear leader, looking up at our Savior in Chief, at our liberal Messiah. Save us, dear leader, save us. We can't do anything ourselves anymore. Hope and change. Let's hope our way. Literally hope our way into prosperity. We can do it. And now Romney, afraid, reeling, frightened, in panic from a small convention bounce, is interviewed, as Michael Savage would put it, on Meet the Mess on NBC with David Gregory. Meet the Mess. So David Gregory now sticks it to Romney and says, well, hold on now, Mr. Romney. Mitt, you said that you were going to repeal Obamacare. But some parts of Obamacare, like pre-existing conditions, like maybe having your children on your parents' health insurance until the age of 26, those are pretty popular, Mitt. Would you get rid of those too? And here is what Mitt Romney said. Boys, roll clip 1.
I say we're going to replace Obamacare, and I'm replacing it with my own plan. And, you know, even in Massachusetts, where I was governor, our plan there deals with pre-existing conditions and with young people.
So you keep that as part of the federal plan?
Well, I'm not getting rid of all of health care reform. Of course, there are a number of things that I like in health care reform that I'm going to put in place.
You're not going to get rid of all of health care reform? Mitt, are you kidding me? You expect us now to ride into political battle with you, knowing full well you've already got the knife sort of just dangling at our back, ready to just stick it in the moment you win in November? This bill must be repealed root and branch. And here's why. Here's why. Forget what you think about pre-existing conditions and whether people with pre-existing conditions should be covered or not covered, or whether you want to be a mooch and live off your parents till you're 25, 26. Hell, why 26? I never understood this. 26. Why suddenly 26? What? Yeah, 30, 35, 40. What the hell? I'll live off my parents till 40. Maybe I'll get a job then. It's unbelievable. But we can't afford it. That's what the country is going bankrupt. What Mitt should say is say, look, we're at $16 trillion in national debt. We're running $1 trillion plus deficits every year. We're going broke, literally. David, get that fake toupee off of you, okay, because it's blocking your vision. Take a look at the TV screen, David, okay, and look across the Atlantic and see what's happening in Spain, Italy, and Greece. You see, they have pre-existing conditions. That's covered. In fact, there it's not 26, it's 56. You're covered. Well, you can stay with your parents till you drop dead. It's all covered in Greece and Spain. And, David, do you see that? They're broke. There's no money left even in Spanish banks. People are going to banks in Spain. They can't take out money. There's no money. That's our future, David. So I'm going to treat you and the American people like adults. You're going to hire me as an accountant to fix the bankrupt corporation that is America. Because if we don't fix it, we're finished. He is already backsliding. And when people ask me, why is Romney not delivering the knockout blow? Unemployment over 8%. The country is drowning in red ink and debt. Our borders undefended. American power in decline. For the first time in living memory, the future of our children and grandchildren is going to be worse off than what we have. And Romney can't close the deal? Because people sense he's got no core. He's got no integrity. He's got no backbone. Mitt, take the gloves off and stick it to Obama. If you can't do it, if for whatever reason, okay, look, Mitt, I understand that. You're a nice Mormon guy. Really, you're a nice guy. You don't like to say bad things about people. Mormons don't like to insult people. I understand that. Okay, Mitt, then get Paul Ryan to do it. And if Paul Ryan doesn't want to do it, get John Sununu. He's the only guy from the entire Romney camp that's actually willing to go on television and stick it to the Obamas and fight them and point out all of their lies and hypocrisies and misstatements and falsehoods. But Mitt, you got to take the gloves off and you got to stand firm. My friends, you fight a campaign on defense, you will lose. And Romney is already budging from positions and issues that he said he would never budge from. And so I ask you a very simple question. Do you believe Mitt Romney will stab the American people in the back, will stab his supporters in the back, and not repeal Obamacare? Do you see Mitt Romney as ultimately not fulfilling his promise? Do you trust him? Will Mitt do the right thing? Or is he backsliding in panic?